We're here in Barcelona with Will Bakewell, Head of Testing Performance Team for INEOS Britannia. Will, your role now is perhaps mission critical. So how have the first 3 days gone from a technical standpoint?
I guess a bit slow for the first couple of days. You know, new yacht. This is our first effort in this rule with the 75. So there's been some workups on that side that we've got to get right. But we've taken a really sort of steady approach, I guess, in working that boat up. But it was nice to give the sailors the boat today to actually go sailing. So yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's how about the next question. Obviously the sailors have been taking it steady, protecting the assets somewhat in the first 2 days, but today they released the rocket into long downwinds where solid plus 40 knots were hauled sometimes. Were they pushing it to the max?
No, not really. We're still in that workup phase, but it was just nice to allow them to sail within the limits that we'd set. So yeah, all pretty good.
And then where does the point come where they can push it to the max?
I mean, it depends on the conditions. Depends on we've got a load of aims testing stuff in the background, making sure that we've made the right decisions in the design and that sort of thing. So it's a bit of a balance. Yep. But I guess we've got to be fastest in about however many months' time we've got. If we're fastest in the first race, that's the good time to get all of the performance out of it.
We assume that there are a lot of new systems and controls going on below that we can see, but can you give us an indication of just how technical RB3 is?
I mean, what's quite interesting is we had a quite technical test boat. So actually, in comparison, it is still very technical, but actually in terms of the things we're trying to measure on this, we've toned that down a bit in the name of performance. So in some respects it's less technical than our test boat, but there are also the new challenges there in terms of having cyclers on there and drivetrain and all the different control strategies we're now trying to do.
Then loaded question, Will, and the final question. Do you really believe that you now have a platform to deliver the America's Cup back to Britain for the first 173 years?
Of course. Yeah. I don't see why not.
That's the attitude. Thank you so much for your time.